Hi guys, and welcome to Football Canapes for this live watch along of this FA Cup match between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City. And yes, as the title says, we will be keeping a keen eye on the match at Stamford Bridge between Aston Villa and, of course, hosts Chelsea. So, without any further ado, let me just tell you the game has kicked off. The game or is about to kick off at Stamford Bridge with Chelsea and Aston Villa players out on the field. Quite interesting team news for Chelsea and Aston Villa. I'll be running you through those team news shortly, but first our main match is Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur. So we'll be keeping an eye on the game, but yeah, as I said, the main focus will be the game between Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But the game between Chelsea and Aston Villa has kicked off or is about to kick off. So let's just give you the team news for Chelsea versus Aston Villa. The host Chelsea have Petrovic in goal. Robert Sanchez still injured, is expected to be out injured. Axel Disasi at right back. Thiago Silva, Benoit Badiashile, and Elfie Gilchrist at left back. So Malo Gusto is not there. Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez in the heart of the heart of midfield. Noni Madueke, Conor Gallagher, Raheem Sterling behind the main striker Cole Palmer. And as I tell you the news, the game between Chelsea and Aston Villa has kicked off. And for Aston Villa, we have Ollie Watkins up front, Yuri Tillemans behind him, John McGinn, Boubacar Kamara, Douglas Luiz, and Musa Diaby. And in defense, we have Matty Cash at right back, Ezri Konsa at centre half, along with Clement Longley and Alex Moreno at left back, with Martinez in goal. So let's see what happens. Looks like slightly, if I were to say, slightly weaker side for Aston Villa, but then again in the Premier League meeting between the two, we saw how Chelsea lost 1-0. Ollie Watkins with a goal, long ball played forward. Ooh, I'm not sure who it was, but Conor Gallagher it was who couldn't control the ball. He's the Tottenham Hotspur captain today. And yes, let's talk about the game between Manchester City and Tottenham. Let's look at the team news for that. For Tottenham Hotspur, the home team, Gianluigi, I think it is. Um, it's Guilherme Vicario in goal. In defense, we have or Tottenham have Pedro Porro, Christian Romero, Mickey Van de Ven, Destiny Udogi, and in midfield Hoiberg and Rodrigo Bentancur. And behind the main striker Richarlison, Dejan Kulusevski, who's recovered from his illness, Brennan Johnson, and Timo Werner, who of course is on loan from RB Leipzig. As for Manchester City, they've got Julian Alvarez up front, Phil Foden behind him, along with Oscar Bob, who scored the winner against Newcastle United. Desperately disappointing as a Newcastle fan. Chance for Chelsea. Oh no, the cutback was too far behind. Bernardo Silva, Mateo Kovacic, and Rodri in midfield. Still no Kevin De Bruyne in the starting lineup. Still no Erling Haaland. Pep ruled him out. And in defense, Manchester City have got uh, Josko Guardiola at left back, Nathan Ake and Ruben Dias in central defense, and Kyle Walker at right back. Although Nathan Ake and Josko Guardiola, we may see, we may see, you know, interchange positions. So can't say for sure now who will play where, but that is how it is, and that is how it it is suggested on Google, and it looks like Alfie Gilchrist is playing on the right hand side and Axel Disasi on the, or maybe Benoit Badiashile is playing as left back and Alfie Gilchrist is playing on the right hand side for Chelsea. So that's the state of affairs for now, and I'm not sure about this game. Who starts as favorite? Because Aston Villa are a pretty good side. Unai Emery, we all know that he loves his cup competitions. Did really well with Sevilla and Villarreal and with PSG as well. So let's wait and find out. Talking about managers who thrive in cup competitions, we have Ange Postecoglou, who at Celtic won all the domestic competitions, cup competitions, as manager of Celtic, and and of course Pep Guardiola, who's a serial winner, and and we'll see how he goes tonight. It's the plum fixture of this round. Nothing to talk about between Chelsea and Aston Villa so far. Been a bit like that only, and and yeah, let's see what happens in this game. The earlier meeting between Tottenham and Manchester City ended in a remarkable, enthralling, thrilling 3-3 draw when Man City, Chelsea, Aston Villa could have gotten a penalty there. Yeah, so as I was telling you, it ended in a enthralling 3-3 draw. Uh, Pep was before that match was talking about how Tottenham have a very good record against Manchester City, especially at Tottenham's home ground. The recent one is, of course, is Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and how they have a very good record over there, and how, I mean, how Tottenham always seem to have Manchester City's number whenever they play at Tottenham, but Pep Guardiola would have been kicking himself with how his team performed. They were uh, they were 1-0 down, then they were 2-1 up, and then they were 3-2 up as well, I think, and then somehow squandered the 3 points, and it ended with a 3-3 draw with Dejan Kulusevski scoring a late equalizer for Pep's men, and chance for Chelsea. They are close to the box with Madueke, and yes, nothing comes of it as Clement Longley, the man on loan from Barcelona, clears. So, I mean, I am not really sure if there's been a cup game between Manchester City and Tottenham ever since Pep has been there. There might have been. I am not really sure, but I mean, but it is what it is. We'll find out how both teams go tonight. As I was telling you earlier, no Erling Haaland for Manchester City. Still not fit. Still not taking his place in the lineup. Oh, good run by Aston Villa. Chance for Matty Cash to cross, but the ball is pulled back. Foul on John McGinn by Thiago Silva, and he's gotten a yellow card as well. Not a good time to receive a yellow card too early in the game. Who knows? Douglas Luiz to take this free kick. Could be John McGinn as well. Games between Villa and Chelsea are usually exciting. I remember a 4-4 game. Then again, I also remember Chelsea beating 7 or 8, Aston Villa 7 or 8 nil at Stamford Bridge. Played ball crossed in. Oh, what a chance, Ollie Watkins. What are you doing? Actually, it was Tillemans. I mean, free header in the box, and he just, I don't know, made a pig's ear of this. And Dejan Petrovic, clears it off. George Petrovic clears it over the bar. That was a golden chance. Anyways, the main game for tonight, Manchester City and Tottenham is about to start. A shot, chance for a goal, and it's a goal. Aston Villa lead against Chelsea, and it's Douglas Luiz who is onside. He had a look towards the assistant referee to check if he was onside, and he's been given offside. And the beauty of the fixtures or FA Cup fixtures this year is that I'm not sure whether the FA Cup is involved or not. So we'll learn that shot that was tipped over the bar by Petrovic, and it was a shot from Musa Diaby and Douglas Luiz. I'm not sure whether he is onside or not, but Aston Villa are celebrating, and if there's no, he can't be offside because Chelsea player heads the ball deliberately, and yeah, so Aston Villa lead, and it's desperately disappointing for although there's a VAR check going on, but let's just let's just see what comes of it before going to our main game for tonight. And it hits Musa Diaby's shot hits a Chelsea player, and then it deflects off to Douglas Lewis, who might have been in an offside position. Check is going on. The referee, the assistant referee, didn't give anything, and I am not sure. Might have hit Axel Disasi. Possible handball check. That's what I was thinking. It can't be. It can't be handball, and this the goal has been ruled out. The goal has been ruled out, and it's still nil-nil between Aston Villa and Chelsea. So let's go to our feature game for tonight, which is of course Tottenham versus Manchester City at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Both teams, I think, are out on the pitch, are in a huddle, and the kickoff, that means, isn't that far away. So the team news I've already given you, and and I'm really looking forward to that exciting tie. Oscar Bob, the cab of the rank for Manchester City. Phil Foden, some of the players that have come on leaps and bounds, and it's it's the kickoff has taken place, and I'll keep you informed of any happenings between Chelsea and Aston Villa. And uh, as for now, uh, Tottenham have the possession. I did tell you that the the first or the Premier League game between the two ended in a 3-3 draw. Thrilling it was. Too many chances taken by Tottenham Hotspur, and that's the beauty of Tottenham Hotspur these days. They don't play like Jose Mourinho's teams or Antonio Conte's teams. They go for it. They're fast. They're exciting. They are playing on the front foot. And now here they are pressing Stefan Ortega. Kyle Walker, of course, returning to his returning to his former club. He had some good years at Tottenham, of course, as with Tottenham, didn't didn't win a trophy, but who does anyways? Sorry, Tottenham fans, and yeah. So let's see what happens, and I make Manchester City slight favorites in this game, and for me for me the the role of Phil Foden will be quite crucial. Bernardo Silva as well. He's been a star player for Manchester City. Again, Manchester City very open at the back. Of course, the transfer window is open. Tottenham have already signed a couple of players in Radu Dragusin and Timo Werner. Looks like they'll be signing what's his name? Antonio Nusa from Club Bruges, and and I think that will be them done for this window. Of course, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, who's playing tonight, is uh, is uh, is has been linked with a move away um, with Yves Basuma and Pape Matar away at the African Cup of Nations. It looks like uh, it looks like when they come back, uh, it would be a place on the bench at Tottenham at least for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Oliver Skip is another player that Tottenham have you know, played in the recent years under Conte, under Ryan Mason as well, maybe. And so interesting to see how it goes for Tottenham Hotspur once they have their absentees come back. Of course, Heung-Min Son is out as well. Heung-Min Son is away at Asia Cup. His team played out a 3-3 draw against Malaysia. Malaysia scored I mean, 105th minute equalizer. I think that's how it went. And now Manchester City coming more and more into the game. Oh, cross. Oh, goal. And it's a goal. And it's Oscar Bob who scored, but offside given. And and the goal doesn't count. Maybe there will be a VR check like we saw in the Chelsea Aston Villa game. That's not offside. So let's see. Maybe in the next phase of play. That's not offside either. I think the goal should count, or the goal would count. I mean, I can see it from my eyes on my SD television that the goal should stand, and I mean, it looks onside to me. It would be as big a controversy as that goal Luis Diaz scored, because looks like it looks like a goal to me. I mean, I'm fairly certain they are going to give this goal because it looks onside to me, and Oscar Bob um, has given Manchester City the lead from what I can see. So let's see. I mean, referees have a brain of their own, but looks onside to me. I mean, how they gave it offside? I mean, right? It's human error. It can happen, but it's clear as day to even me with my glasses on that it's a goal, and it should. Oh no, it's offside. Didn't look offside to me. But anyways, let's. I mean, I must be seeing things. I must be seeing things because that that oh dear, oh dear. I mean, seriously, that that is some crazy shit. That is some crazy shit because I mean, it was in fact Oscar Bob who was given as offside, not anyone else. Still nil-nil between Chelsea and Aston Villa, by the way, and Manchester City have upped the tempo and now are looking a far more dangerous side. So one of these teams will. Oh, it's a free kick. Should have been a free kick too. Here comes City again, but well defended. Oh, Tottenham on the counter, but a good challenge from Ruben Diaz. Someone's gotten injured, and looks like a really bad challenge by Destiny Udogi. Could be a card coming his way. Tottenham versus City games are usually very exciting. Last season, I remember Tottenham were 2-0 up, ended up losing 4-2 to 4-2 to Man City. Riyad Mahrez had a stormer that day. Good ball played over the top. Julian Alvarez up against Mickey Van de Ven. the right hand side. Mickey Van de Ven usually plays on the left hand side, and and again a big switch of play to Josko Guardiol, who indeed is playing at left back. Oscar Bob. Ball over the top. Kyle Walker trying his damnedest, but unfortunately couldn't get there. And and the score remains nil-nil. So of course, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but Jurgen Klopp has left or will leave Liverpool at the end of the season. It's been announced, and yeah, it will be a big miss for Liverpool and all the Premier League fans. And I'm not quite really sure what to make of it. Maybe too early to digest that kind of thing. But anyways, 8.5 years chance for City were in Tottenham's box, but Destiny Odogi clears and City win it back. Chance to cross from right hand side for Bernardo Silva. Ooh, too high a ball. City are, I mean, just too good, and I mean, like in this opening uh, few minutes, City have been really good. They have been the better side. They have looked like creating chances, and Tottenham are for now. It looks like just hanging on in there, and if they're not careful, they'd be they'd be down. There'd be a goal down, and it was by a whisker that that the goal was ruled out. That offside goal looked onside to me. To be honest, still tell you that, and yeah, chance again on the right hand side, cut back, chance to shoot. Maybe a corner. It's like a shooting gallery out there. Mata Kovacic with the shot over there, and I mean Tottenham are all over the place, and still nil-nil between the other matches. All the other matches: Bristol City taking on Nottingham Forest, nil-nil. Chelsea taking on Aston Villa, still nil-nil. Corner has been taken. Sheffield Wednesday versus Coventry City, it's still nil-nil, and of course this game, as you can see, is still nil-nil. So, but City have tried very hard once again. A shot, but straight at Vicario, and I don't think it was on target either. And Tottenham are playing risky football, but it's better to free kick to Tottenham. And Richarlison going down, saying like he was shot or something like that. Well, foul, just move on, nothing more. Wasn't even a yellow card. And yeah, so of course Tottenham playing in The whites, all white, Manchester City in all black, and haven't seen much of Tottenham's attacking play. Um, they are they've been under the cost, but here they have a corner which comes in. Oh, cleared away. That could have been dangerous. Of course, James Madison for Tottenham is back, and I'm not sure he's on the bench, but Ange Postecoglou did say that he's fit to start, but he's just on the bench, as is Radu Dragusin, however you pronounce his name. That was a chance, but well defended. Tottenham coming into this game now. They've been under the cosh for most of it, and free kick to Manchester City. And just to tell you, it's still nil as far as I can see in all the other games. I mean, I expect Chelsea versus Aston Villa to be really tight, and City getting a lot of joy down the wings, both right and left. Right hand side, Bernardo Silva is causing havoc. Left hand side, not as much as the right hand side, but Josko Guardiol as left back is getting plenty of plenty of space as well. And here he gets it again. Poor ball, very poor from Phil Foden this time. It was and Postecoglou in his first season as Tottenham Hotspur manager. Spurs doing well in the league. They were eliminated by I think Fulham in the Carabao Cup, and maybe another trophyless season. Again, City work it wide. Oh, that was close. I'm not sure if a free kick has been given or not, but offside. And Tottenham have the possession. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, was superb against Newcastle United when he came on, and and yeah, turned the game on its head. Turned the game on his head. What else could you say? A goal and an assist, and yeah, What else can you say? As a Newcastle fan, you just have to take it on the chin and move on. And of course, James Madison now warming up. He's returned after a long while as well, 2 3 months I think. He's been out injured, and a quality player that Tottenham have, of course, sorely missed. So, so I mean, not sure if Kevin De Bruyne will be required in this game or not, but Pep would be hoping that his team can chance for Tottenham. Oh, goes out for a corner of Jasko Guardiol, and Brennan Johnson had a chance to cross. Both teams actually like to play with a very high line, like to compress the area, and 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 that is where joy can be achieved for the opposition teams. Against Manchester City, not that much, but but yeah, Rodri with a foul on Christian Romero, just pushed him away. Nothing cynical or anything of that kind, and a chance for City. Plenty of space, but a foul, maybe not. Destiny Udogie won the ball cleanly. So, about 20 minutes gone, as you can see, and it's still nil-nil. And City, I'd say, have had the better of the game so far. But Tottenham, uh, they haven't, worked Stefan Ortega that much or anything like they would have wanted. But they are inching up there with with the chances and all. And oh, chance. Oh, but Mickey Van de Ven is so quick, so quick. Mickey Van de Ven. He covers the ground like a whippet, and because Christian Romero was not getting there at all, and Kane worked on the right hand side. Kyle Walker this time. Oh, Manchester City have a corner now. I still can't believe that the other goal was not given. I thought it was a goal, but then again, Premier League have the lines. The corner is cleared, and Tottenham look to mount a counter attack. Let's just check the scores of the other games. And still nil nil. Sheffield nil, Coventry nil, Chelsea nil, Aston Villa nil, Bristol City nil, and Nottingham Forest nil. And as you can see, this game is nil-nil. But for how long? Oh, what an astonishing dive by Ortega to prevent Richarlison from having a tap in, because Manchester City were really opened up there, and yeah, that could have been dangerous. Dangerous, as in like it was dangerous, but again, Romero this time covering. So quarter of the game gone, still nil-nil. Not many chances to speak of. Of course, that Oscar Bob goal could have been given, might have been given. We're talking inches, literally inches we are talking about. And again, ball goes down to the left with Oscar Bob and pulls it back to Rodri. Again, City so comfortable. Ah, bad cross. Atrocious cross from Josko Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is furious with the quality of the cross, you know, being played by Josko Guardiola. I mean, I'm not that good a footballer, and I'm right footer predominantly, but on the left hand side, I could have done better than that. Free kick to Tottenham, foul by Phil Foden, Manchester City's poster boy. Ball one back, City on the attack again, overlap perhaps. Oh, shot from Kovacic is blocked, and Richarlison releases Kulusevski. Kyle Walker, he is not slow or than anybody, and about half an hour gone, and it's nil-nil. Neither keeper, I think, has had any decent saves to make. Half an hour gone, and City once again asserting their dominance, and Tottenham are so defending so high. One through ball, and they'll be in a real pickle. Guardiola on the left again. He checks back. I mean, like he doesn't look a natural left back. I don't know why Pep keeps playing them. Corner to Manchester City. No, it's actually a goal kick. It's a cup game. It's a knockout game, and you can understand both teams being a bit wary of each other, not wanting to, you know, try out different things. Unlike a league game where they may try different things, but here it's but Manchester City doing what they do best, or too many chances being taken by Mickey Van de Ven, I think it was, and well, not too bad. Well played by Ortega. Richarlison could have been in there. There's so much space down the the fullback areas for both Guardiola and Kyle Walker. I mean, one diagonal and Tottenham are getting caught out. Udogi and Pedro Porro are coming far too deep. Again, a switch of play down to the left, and here's the Croatian Guardiola. Again, a poor ball. Pep needs to try something new. Maybe Ake at left back and Guardiola at centre half. Both would be equally accustomed you know to those positions. Coventry City have taken the lead against Sheffield Wednesday. First goal for this round of FA Cup. Now the referee's assistant has some communication issues, so I guess some running repairs need to be done. And yeah, let's see. Referee talking with the person who's fixing his devices. This Tottenham Stadium opened a good few years ago, and is envy of almost every Premier League or English team. Rennes have taken the lead against Lyon in French Ligue 1. Martin Terrier, formerly of Ren. And this is really irritating. I mean, like, how, I mean, we see this a lot these days, communication breakdown. It's like sometimes I feel it's a deliberate attempt just to, I mean, like, stretch the game out. It's, I mean, it's really petty on my part, but Daniel Levy is in the stands, sitting with his son, I think, or I believe that's his son, and the game should resume shortly. Then they're showing that goal against that Oscar Bob's goal that was ruled out. We are ready to go again. Tottenham have the ball. The game hasn't started yet. Jesus Christ. I don't know if the referee got injured or something like that, but I mean, not really good. Fans are entertaining themselves because nothing is happening on the pitch. By the way, it's half time between Aston Villa and Chelsea. Still nil-nil over there. Bristol City versus Nottingham Forest is nil-nil, and here we have the scoreline as you can see, and plenty of added time as well. We'll get in this first half at least 6 or 7 minutes. I'm pretty sure of that. The way it is going won't be surprising to see Man City, you know, or this game going to a replay. Nearly a stumble there, but a free kick should be awarded to make you win the win. Seen very little of Tottenham attacking play. Well played by Stefan Ortega, sweeping the situation up, allowing not allowing the danger to get bigger or something like that. Is once again you never know what might have happened. Erling Haaland has been a big miss for Manchester City. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. He didn't. I'm not sure he played at the Club World Cup in December, and he's been out for a while, and as I said, I don't know what is wrong with him. And Chance Werner, oh, again Werner played to Kulusevski, looks to cross. Interesting that Kulusevski is playing on the left. I mean, I've seen mostly him. I've seen, I've mostly seen him on the left, and Tottenham don't look phased at all. Manchester City have, of course, been the better side. I mean, they have been better. What else can you say? But I don't think Vicario has had a save to make. My, I mean, like one shot I remember where it was straight at him, but he could have left it go. He could have let it go. Oh, that could have been close for Tottenham. I mean, they could have scored, but well played. Now, brilliant by Mateo Kovacic coming again. Kovacic, Rodri, Bernardo Silva. What can he do? Rodri! Oh, again another shot and three shots that are saved by by Tottenham Hotspur defenders. Rodri had a shot, someone else had a shot as well, I think. Kovacic, and then Oscar Bob had a shot, and it ends in a corner. The Manchester City, how they, they would be thinking that they should have taken the lead over there, but they haven't, and it's a corner to Manchester City. It's been a long day, really tired. This yawning is, I mean, another corner. Vicario grappling with the, perhaps checking for a handball. Vicario grappling with the, what was it? Could be. This time it's a throw into Manchester City. Good defending by Nathan Ake. No keepers with any save to make of any sort, but but I mean Manchester City by far the better of the two sides, but Tottenham have posed their dangers. I mean, a good switch of play. Here goes Oscar Bob. Shot just wide from Phil Foden, but it all came from a big switch of play and that found Oscar Bob, and he kind of cut back to Phil Foden, but he was under pressure when he took the shot, and it trickles wide. Wasn't troubling Vicario. Not sure how much edit time has been put on. About 6 minutes, I think. And say that this half has flown by would be a big lie from me. And I mean, it's been a tough watch, despite how well City have played and how well Tottenham have played. But for me, it's been a really tough watch. No real chances to speak of. I think I've yawned more than the short attempts or anything. Mateo Kovacic, brilliant, but no pass on the right. It's been that bad. Usually, I don't find Manchester City this boring or something like that. I think this match, I mean, I was telling you, like, there was a 3-3 game between the two sides not so long ago, but this game would do well to find one goal from somewhere, and I do not know where it will come from. I don't think any manager, both neither of the manager would would like uh, would like to have a replay, but the way this is going, I mean, it can't be ruled out. Again, City work it down the left, but again another poor cross. Head injury, more added time. This time in the Josko Guardiola colliding with Brennan Johnson, who looks to be okay for now. Josko Guardiola, I'm not really sure what he'll be making of his move from uh, RB Leipzig in Germany to Premier League. Uh, he's been played mostly out of position at left full back, and Glenn Hoddle is at the stadium, as is Ozzy Ardiles, both former Tottenham managers. and both both loved and admired by Tottenham public. Let me see if there's anyone else. Yeah, so Josko Guardiola, not sure he's been again. Kyle Walker with the pace. Can Brennan Johnson keep up with him? Kyle Walker in the penalty box, but Phil Foden does well. It's now walked down to the left hand side again with aforementioned Josko Guardiola. Kyle Walker, what can he do? Looks for a cross, a poor cross. Throw into Manchester City. 50 minutes played in this first half. Of course, we had a long stoppage with the referee getting his communication sorted. Assistant referee, I mean, and not not a game of great chances or great goal attempts, but my God, it's been a tough watch. Maybe it's because it has been a long day, and never thought that a City game would do this to me. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. It's a cup game. You can't be gung ho. There's 5 bad minutes and you're virtually out for another year. But City have worked it wide well. Comes to Kyle Walker, and again City have a throw in. Half time can't be that far away now, and it is indeed half time. Thank goodness for that. Hopefully, managers can you know get into their uh, get into their players and tell them how they can improve or do anything. But because this has been dreadful. I mean, from both teams, really. I mean, at this stage, replay can't be ruled out. And let's just go to the Chelsea game. Let's see what's happening there. And I can certainly see Aston Villa haven't scored, and just an attempt has just gone wide from Cole Palmer. I think it is who's been a superb signing superb for um, you know a superb signing for chance for Aston Villa, Musa Diaby. But George Petrovic hangs on. And like it was like more like a back pass than a shot. But yeah, it is what it is. And it's I think it's 0-0. We'll just check. It is 0-0 with 49 minutes gone between the two sides. Aston Villa, I think, will be happy with a will be happy with a what do you call a replay and take the game back to Stamford Bridge. I think Chelsea would want to finish it in this round only. I mean, although having thought about it, Chelsea don't have any competition, European competition. They have a final coming up against Liverpool, and And Aston Villa have Europa Conference League, and so if anything, you could apply the theory in reverse as well. Chelsea on the attack, so still nil-nil between these two teams. The other two games, let's check up on those. It's still Coventry 1, Sheffield Wednesday nil, and Bristol City nil, and Nottingham Forest nil. Nottingham Forest, of course, are still under investigation for a bad pass. But Emiliano Martinez claims looks to go long to find Musa Diaby, but Desasi has it covered. And here comes Gilchrist. The ball is out of play. I mean, you might not like the timing or whatever, but that's the beauty of the FA Cup. I mean, talking about the Premier League was Premier League games, and then like both the teams are from the same division. That is, so I mean, if oh, here is Madueke goes for it, wide from Madueke, and wide from Madueke. So I was saying the beauty of these games is that you know there's so much. I mean, like depending on this game, that that you cannot take chances. You cannot take chances, and yeah, it has to be a foul from Medweke, who had a chance just a few minutes ago, few seconds ago actually, and Tielemans, I don't think this move to Aston Villa has gone particularly well for him, and yeah, so even a game like Tottenham versus Manchester City, which is currently nil-nil at half time, is like a chess game. I mean, that's the lure of the trophy and what it can do. Chance for Aston Villa, who are in the box. Alex Moreno could have done better with that cross, but he didn't, and it's cleared away. I think it was Thiago Silva, and Villa have a free kick or throw in. So Yuri Tielemans, not sure if this move has gone particularly well for him. Um, Magen Kamara and Luis are the chosen three for Unai Emery, and they usually start all the games. Although Leander Dendoncker, um, I'm not sure. Chelsea are in the box. Sterling. Chance for Gallagher to cross? No, he cuts it back, but it's offside. Conor Gallagher didn't time his run properly, and it's still nil-nil. And Noni Madueke is down. Just to remind you, Manchester City is nil at half time, and Tottenham Hotspur nil. It's been a tough watch. The game between Manchester City and Tottenham. Not too many chances. Not too much going on in either of the games. Not too much penalty box actions. The keepers are not getting involved, and yeah, that's how it is, and that is how it is. Um, it's 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 a bit of a. I mean, as a fan, what can I say? It's a bit of a drab sort of a night so far. Just one goal between Sheffield Wednesday and Coventry City. Still nil-nil between Bristol City and Nottingham Forest, and this game, Chelsea versus. Oh, that could have been close. I think it was Boubacar Kamara. It was actually Douglas Luiz, the shot, and George Petrovic did well to hold on. Ollie Watkins was closing in, and yeah. Second half about to kick off between Tottenham and City. Not sure if any changes will be made or not, but something needs to give. I mean, I've seen boring games. I've sat through boring games. I'll tell you that there was a time when I sat through a game between Charlton Athletic and Middlesbrough. It finished nil-nil. My God, that was boring. But this City game, Cole Palmer, Conor Gallagher, and Chelsea upping the ante a little bit. As I was telling you, Cole Palmer has been superb for Chelsea since he signed from Manchester City. Would you believe? Uh, but Manchester City didn't see a place for him. He wanted to play, and doing at uh, that's what he's doing at Chelsea. Has to be their player of the season so far, and 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 We'll be hoping that he can continue his good form in this game. Raheem Sterling down the left, Chelsea left, goes takes on Matty Cash, but it's a corner, is it? I think it is a corner, and not Conor Gallagher, but corner that that is. And corner will be taken by Cole Palmer. Hopefully, he can put in a good delivery. Here it comes. Chance for Villa to counter. Ball played through, but there's no Villa player. Not even close for this Alex Moreno pass. Let's just hop back in for the game between City and Tottenham, and the kickoff in the second half can't be that far away, and yeah, I mean, uh, stat wise, I could give you the stats, but I mean, pretty, I mean, pointless given how the half panned out. No, really, not really any goal mouth action. Pitches. We've started getting pitches. Ange is out. His team will follow soon. No sooner that the pitches came, I started yawning. I think Chelsea game was perhaps was perhaps better. Hopefully, we'll see something, you know, more attuned to more attuned to. I mean, these two clubs than what we have seen in the first half, which was utterly boring. I mean, like watching paint dry could have been a more could have been more interesting experience. Second half has kicked off. Hopefully, we will see a goal. Where this has been, I mean, no one told us to watch this. No one guarantees entertainment. But I mean, it's a football game for crying out loud, and I mean, you could find people who might say that the first half was very exciting, this, that, on the other, and but I didn't. Also, Man City could bring on players like Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, and I'll check if he's on the bench. Jeremy Doku is, Jack Grealish is, and Nunez is as well, Rico Lewis. So these players could come on to change the game for Manchester City. And as for Tottenham, James Madison is there, Brian Hill is there, and attacking wise, Dane Scarlett, this exciting striker that Tottenham have, is there. And still nil-nil between Chelsea and Aston Villa. 66 minutes gone, and yeah, much like the first half, City trying to go wide, but again, poor ball and it's cut out en route. Ruben Diaz nearly getting himself in a muddle. Stefan Ortega way outside his penalty box. It's time to bring it down, control, do keep a piece, and then find a pass to his left fullback, and City go again. This time it's good ball. Phil Foden can't control it. Here's Oscar Bob. Chance! Oh man, Julian Alvarez. That was a good chance, but well defended by Mickey Van de Ven, and it's a corner to Manchester City. That was a big chance, a big chance for Julian Alvarez. Excellent cross by Oscar Bob, and I mean taking too much time. I don't know how much time he wanted, and well, Julian Alvarez is taking the corner now, and City getting into the rhythm in the second half, upping the ante. They know they are favorites. They are favorites, and they know they are the favorites, and they won't want to go out this early. Telling you now, this game, from what I have seen in my football watching, you know, time, or let's say football watching experiences, this game has one goal written all over it. I mean, it will come in around 66th to 80th minute, and then the team will defend for their lives. And yeah, might be a brilliant bit of play, might be some mistake or something like that, but I'd be very surprised if there's more than one goal in this game. Certainly not by any stretch of imagination. Two goals in this game. Talking of corner, perhaps, yeah, corner. Pierre Hamel Hoiberg with the last ditch tackle. Not sure why it wasn't chased down. Something more than a corner could have, ensued. Another corner to Man City. Yeah. Rodrigo Bentancur. Haven't seen too much of him. He scored against Manchester United. Ortega taking his time. Alvarez. What a player he has been for Manchester City, Julian Alvarez. Could be a player for years. For Man City, I mean. He will be playing for years. But will he be playing for Manchester City or someone else or who? I don't know. He's won so much silverware in the last 12 to 14 months. World Cup, Champions League, Premier League, Club World Cup. It's unbelievable. Again, another sloppy pass and Tottenham win the possession back and attack. Oh, good ball played in, but Stefan Ortega does well to, you know, to smother the attacker, whoever he was. Still nil-nil between Chelsea and Aston Villa as well. Brennan Johnson, it was just lacking. He did got there first, but in the end, his shot had no angle to go anywhere else apart from keeper's chest. A good, not a good pass. Poor pass. Appeal for handball. Sure, VAR will be checking. And now, no chance. That's a handball. Not sure why they are even appealing, but let's get on with it. Come on. Tottenham, of course, won their previous game in this year's FA Cup by 1 goal to nil. Pedro Porro scored against Burnley, another Premier League rival for them. This in this round as well. Richarlison, of course, the striker for Tottenham. He's been in good form of late. Scored twice against Newcastle. Nah, well, that's not good. They're so good at playing out from the back, and then this delightful switch of play, which goes slightly wrong, slightly wrong. We might be having our first yellow card. Of course, Kovacic gets it. Might have gotten another for his kind of altercation between with Richarlison. That's not a good foul on Destiny Udogie. Matthew Kovacic, of course, former Chelsea player, former Chelsea captain as well. And once again, just to remind you, Jurgen Klopp, the big news of the day, is decided to leave Liverpool and at the end of the season, and he'll be a big miss when he goes. Quite a character, and had a few choice things to say about Newcastle, but I mean he did keep the Premier League title going, especially when it could have been one-way traffic with Manchester City, and Jurgen Klopp will be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. Jack Grealish could be about to come on. He's warming up, talking to his England colleague James Madison, who of course has been a big miss as well. Another big diagonal. I mean, once again, just like the first half, there haven't been many attempts. Of course, that Julian Alvarez attempt, which Mickey Van de Ven deflected for a corner. I can't even get my words out. Damn it! It's been that boring. Another yellow card. This time to Destiny Odogi. He suffered a foul a couple of minutes ago. Now he's he's given away a foul uh, on not sure who it is. It's on Bernardo Silva. Destiny Udogi, the Italian. So nearly an hour gone. It's nil-nil. Half expected this actually, and but I told you before what my experience tells me that it'll be a 1-0 game and still nil-nil. I expect goal between 66th and 80th minute based on my experience. I mean, 80 minutes gone in all the other games. Oh man. I mean, like, I'll tell you once attack gets over. And yeah, so this attack reminded me of the attack that led to the Newcastle goal against Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. It would have been eerily similar, and of course, Manchester City were knocked out by Newcastle in the first round of the Carabao Cup. Goal from Alexander Isak. Once again, Tottenham have won the ball back, but I think free kicks gone against 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 Kyle Walker, and yeah, chance to swing in the free kick. Although referee could have, played the advantage, Tottenham were in really good position, and more than an hour gone now. Let's see who takes it. Here it comes. Poor free kick. Really poor. Well played, Destiny Udogi. Poor from one of the midfielder, no, from Christian Romero at the edge of the box. Here comes the City cavalry. Kevin De Bruyne and Jeremy Doku coming on. Tottenham players down with a head injury. It's Christian Romero, and from a header. Wasn't exactly a head injury, but hurt nevertheless. And nothing comes of it. The free kick, that is, I think, time for the changes as well. Jeremy Doku comes on for Oscar Bob, and Oscar Bob is kind of disappeared a bit in the second half. And Julian Alvarez is coming off for Kevin De Bruyne. So a bit of a strange one that. I mean, you would say that Manchester City are stronger now. Oh, bad slip. Unfortunate slip by Jeremy Doku, and City have a throw in on by Doku. I mean, if it wasn't for that slip, I mean, he's just come on, so we'd cut him some slack. So City playing without an out and out striker now. Good ball played in to Phil Foden. Oh man, that could have gone anywhere. There's so many midfielders on for Manchester City now. Rodri, Kovacic, De Bruyne, Bernardo. because one has just left the club and has gone to West Ham in Calvin Phillips, and Ruben Diaz taking chances, far too many chances, some would say. So is it a free kick or a throw in? Pedro Porro with the free kick. Free kick fouled by Ruben Diaz on Dejan Kulusevski. Here comes the free kick. It's over everybody and City clear, but ball again is gone out for a throw in. Poor kick from Ortega. Brennan Johnson. Let's check on Chelsea score. It's nil-nil between Chelsea and Aston Villa and nil-nil between Bristol City and Nottingham Forest. Of course, Sheffield Wednesday have equalised against Coventry City. So looks like as things stand, all the matches will have replays. Bournemouth beat Swansea 5-0 yesterday. Lloyd Kelly, Alex Scott, Luis Sinistera, David Brooks, and Dominic Solanke all scoring 5 goals in the first half. Oh, miscommunication there, and that could have been ugly. Last quarter of the game, can either of the good, well played, good ball. Kevin De Bruyne, but it's out for a goal kick. Okay, now we are in the window when I said the goal will be scored. One of the goals, or one goal that I think will be good enough to win this game. It's we are in the 70th minute, about 20 minutes to go, and let's see if the goal does take place. To be fair to Tottenham, they've given as much as they've gotten. But the arrival of Doku and Kevin De Bruyne. Ooh, Kevin De Bruyne with a slackish sort of a pass. Jeremy Doku now. City clear and Richarlison has the ball. That was Kevin De Bruyne. You expected better from Kevin De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva recovers the ball from Richarlison. Richarlison basically has been anonymous this half, and else can we say? Here come Oliver Skip and James Madison, the much wanted James Madison, and let's see what he can do. Clutch player for Tottenham Hotspur, been missing since that Chelsea game, I think it was, and Kevin De Bruyne, his passing has been a bit off today, and been a couple of chances where slightly more careful pass would have led City in, and but it hasn't been so, and it looks like Kevin De Bruyne and Jeremy Doku are like playing the top two, and you know that ways. Then the extra time in the Chelsea game here, 75 minutes approximately. I think it's the 75th minute. This I thought first half was boring. This is even worse than Kevin De Bruyne and Mickey Van de Ven had a you know coming together. Both formerly of Wolfsburg, not teammates, of course, not, but Mickey Van de Ven signed from Wolfsburg, and Manchester City signed Kevin De Bruyne from Wolfsburg as well. So, made in Lower Saxony, as the region is called, and Mickey Van de Ven, of course, is Dutch. So, 75 minutes gone. Still nil-nil. Never thought I'd say this, but a Tottenham City game nil-nil after 75 minutes. Another yellow card for somebody, not sure who. Again, chance. Doku has pace trickery. What can he do? But he's got two people against him. Runs into a blind alley and then loses possession thanks to a loose pass. Richarlison does good. Nice little switch of play from Richarlison. Jeremy Doku. Space on the right. Jeremy Doku in the penalty box. Kevin De Bruyne. City have upped the tempo in the last 5-7 minutes. Jeremy Doku up against Pedro Porro. Tottenham always dangerous on the counter, and that nearly, turned out to be a situation where it could have been dangerous. Okay. So the other three games have ended all fairly square and fairly square. All as draws, so we have at least three replays, and maybe one more will follow suit. Just two goals in the four games. Chance for Kevin De Bruyne. He's pretty pacey. Corner to Manchester City. Christian Romero maybe suffering a bit of cramp. Chelsea versus Aston Villa has ended 0-0. Well, who would have thought that? I did. And as has Bristol City versus Nottingham Forest. Jeremy Doku in the D. Oh man. City win the ball back high in a dangerous position. Oh, no penalty. No penalty. I thought it might have been given, but Paul Tierney, the referee, says no penalty. It's been all Man City. Oh no! Big mistake! But Bernardo's effort is straight at Vicario, who gleefully latches onto the ball. I think Hoiberg with the mistake with an air shot could have deflected off Mickey Van de Ven as well, and the window for which I was thinking a goal would happen is now shut. I mean, goal could still happen, but what I thought would happen hasn't happened. Oh, another mistake! De Bruyne wide. My goodness, you would have put your house. Again, a big mistake from Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. If he's been linked with Newcastle, don't get him anywhere close to Newcastle. And Kevin De Bruyne puts it wide. My God, if Man City go out, they'd be ruining this chance. They'd be ruining this chance. Højbjerg would be breathing a sigh of relief. About what I make it 8 minutes of normal time plus 4 minutes, I think, of extra time. So foul, I think it is, or a handball given against Jeremy Doku. Pep Guardiola can't believe it. Good ball played in. Chance for City. Oh, Tottenham, I mean. Oh, foul. Good tracking by, I'm not sure who it was, but Kyle Walker on the right hand side. I mean, if it was any other player, I think they would have been buried by Timo Werner. But Kyle Walker is so quick that he even made up ground on a player like Timo Werner, who's quick, really, really, really quick. And I mean, Timo Werner. I mean, Timo Werner asking for a corner, but it was a foul, I think. Foul was given, another foul, and City start. But Tottenham player is down, another injury, and it's a yellow for Josko Guardiola, I think. I mean, this is the first time in my life I was like expecting the net to bulge from uh, Kevin De Bruyne's shot, and I literally was, and when it didn't, I was like, what the fuck? I mean, last 5 minutes, oh, well, 6 minutes of the game remaining. Um, I I would think that neither of the team would want to take any chances now, and I mean, it's like who dares wins, and even if you dare, you might not win. Nice deflection. Oh, Jeremy Doku! Jeremy Doku in the box! Oh man, he's saved by Vicario. But it's Doku again. He gets a corner. I mean, Vicario with an excellent save. He's onside Jeremy Doku, the Belgian, and it was on his left side, but Vicario did well to go down. Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Oh, tried something fancy, but very hard to get those right. And it's a goal kick to Tottenham Hotspur. Last 5 minutes, City still making most of the running. If it's been difficult for Tottenham in this game, I don't know what 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 to expect. in in the uh, in the replay if it gets there. Now, Vicario taking his time. Guillermo Vicario, the Italian. City players still full of pressing. Deflection! Another corner. I mean, Vicario was rooted to the spot. Deflection of Christian Romero. And I have seen very little of James Madison since he came on. Perhaps still a bit rusty, but Kevin De Bruyne. Corner. Oh, it's in! It's in! It's Nathan Ake who scored. Nathan Ake from the Kevin De Bruyne corner gives Tottenham the blues, and referee has a card out as well, and City are celebrating. So for now, let's put the one against City. It's the 88th minute, and they're saying a foul on keeper. But I don't see anything there. I mean, Vicario has to do better. Vicario has to do better. Rodri against Vicario. I mean, I wouldn't be giving a foul, and Nathan Ake has scored. Paul Tierney still hasn't started the play, and Ange Postecoglou looks disappointed, but it could still get ruled out. They're talking. Still, the VAR is looking at it now from an aerial. I actually don't see anything there, and I think the goal has been given. Yes, and as things stand, Tottenham are heading out. Man City fans are celebrating. The goal has been given, I think. Yeah. The game has kicked off. As I said, I didn't see anything there. And another chance for City to attack. Maybe City will get another goal. Tottenham have to push. No point. You know, let's see how much time is added on. Well, doesn't look like this game is going to a replay. Big bad mistake by Vicario. I don't know what is he trying to do. He's not jumping. He's not catching. He's not punching it away. Just desperate attempts to, you know. Claim a foul, which was never foul actually, and looks offside from here. And if City keep their composure, it was offside. Now the flag goes up. I'm not sure. I can't see how much time has been added. 5 minutes, I think. have been added, and we've already played 1 minute. Jeremy Doku offside. Referees putting their flags up now, or a bit earlier. We've seen John Stones getting injured. We've seen Edison get injured. Foul. And Manchester City would be lapping those, fouls up. Kevin De Bruyne, ever since he's come on along with Jeremy Doku, they've both of them have, you know, brought something to the team. Kevin De Bruyne, especially Jeremy Doku, has taken on Poro, and now it's a throw-in, I think, but still each valuable time up, probably 30 seconds, maybe more. Maybe it's a corner, not a throw-in. It's a corner. City now exactly where they need to be. 1-0 up in the extra time, and in Tottenham's corner, wasting time. 3 minutes already played. Doku and De Bruyne again played short. Jeremy Doku could be off. No. Tottenham have the possession with the throw in. This should be about that. Doku should go in the corner. Billy draws a foul from Christian Romero, and that I think should be that for Tottenham in this season's cup competition. They're already out of the Carabao Cup, and this looks like their end to their journey in the FA Cup for 2024. I nearly said 2023, but it's not. And anyways, Doku in the corner now has another corner. City fans doing the Poznan. Well, they might be doing the Poznan in I don't know which league, whichever league they end up in, and another corner, and another corner. City are doing it very smartly and professionally, and and a bit subdued, a bit, you know. Jeremy Doku gets a yellow. Mateo Kovacic telling him to calm down, calm down. For fighting with Pedro Porro, Jeremy Doku gets a booking. We're in the 51st minute, I think. The added time is up, and another corner City have, and that's it. Full time. City have won. City have won. Goal from Nathan Ake, and Tottenham are sent crashing out of this year's FA Cup, but Nathan Ake with the winner. What can you say? City, I think, thoroughly deserved. Tottenham didn't do anything. Not sure what would have happened if it had gone to replay. Thankfully, it hasn't, and it's been not the most exciting of matches, but it's been what it has been. Anyways, it's a bit late. I'll see you in my next few videos. Till then, stay safe, take care, bye.